What's poppin', you guys? Happy Friday, happy Black Friday, and happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed your holidays and continue to stay safe and all that stuff, you know what I mean? Coming in and do the fuck wrong with them. Finna see what's wrong with them. Yeah. So, yeah. Appreciate everybody who's been coming through, showing love and support. Those who stayed, you know what I'm saying? Those who've departed. You know, I'm not mad, I'm not tripping about it, but you know what I mean? It is what it is. Like I say, there are so many other tarot readers in the YouTube community. Tarot land as the Nunsky calls it, you feel what I'm saying? But I appreciate those who have stayed solid and those who ain't taking offense to everything. Those who appreciate the message and stuff like that. Also, I appreciate all the love that's been shown for God Bless the Child that can hold his own. You know what I'm saying? So, man, like, within a whole month, that's just damn near 2.5, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's huge, you know what I'm saying? At least to me it is. I know I ain't no major ass artist or nothing like that, but like to see that people really enjoying that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate that, you know what I'm saying? So, major shout out to everybody who's been supporting it, that enjoys it, continues to keep, you know what I'm saying? Those who've been sharing it, all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? Greatly appreciate it. I do have some more things that I will be dropping, but also too, I'm working on things I could do to give back to you guys. I do know a lot of people's been inquiring about like the P.O. box. I will have that set up next month. You know, I've just been trying to be financially smart because when I was on that break, I was supposed to get some type of supplemental income for me being out, but that didn't happen. But you know what? I'm not hurt by it. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You know what I mean? Staying positive is all we can do, and to continue to keep moving forward, because if we continue to complain over spilled milk, the mess never gets cleaned up anyway. Anyway, take everything I say with a grain of salt, because things can and will change based on the choices and decisions that you make. Please be aware that the choices and decisions that you do make can and will affect the people around you, so please use discernment. Okay. Also, I am a blunt reader, so, you know, don't shoot the messenger. I'm not taking shots at nobody. I'm just delivering the messages as they're coming to me, as they're relayed to me. So, yeah, with that being said, make sure you guys check the description box below. It has a list of my services, my prices, how to get in contact with me and stuff like that. Feel free to continue to share, you know what I mean, comment, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate everything. But yeah, man, we're going to get this shit started, man. I'm not trying to tell too much of y'all's day, you know what I'm saying? I do appreciate you guys coming through, checking out the vibes. So we finna see what the fuck wrong with them. Yeah. Stay blessed. Yeah. I ain't even roll the dice, huh? Should I roll the dice for y'all one good time? Yeah, we're gonna roll the dice. Well, I break the tradition, right? Give me some message for this fuck wrong with them energy. You know what I'm saying? What we need to know, what we need to see, what we need to be aware of. Oh, that one. All right, there we go. Okay, stability and poor choices. Somebody doesn't know what to do. There's a bunch of whole rigid back and forth energy, but somebody's also grounded. I kind of feel like somebody's like stuck in our own ways and shit like that. Somebody could be like overdoing some things. I think somebody's like overdoing it when it comes to the thoughts about what they should do. They may overanalyze the what ifs and the outcomes and shit like that. It's like somebody wants to make the perfect move. So it kind of just goes, it depends on the direction that this person wants to go, whether it's up or down, right or wrong. Basically it's like there could be like some selfish, narrow-minded thoughts that could be flowing through somebody's mind right now. Yeah, good. These choices that you are basically back and forth about, these are good ones. Either way, it's gonna, whatever choice you decide to make, it's gonna create a new beginning for you, like starting over, making this connection with God. So in the same sense, I feel like somebody's leaving their old life behind completely. Like somebody's been through something, and like that now they're taking the time to really look at the situation, like what their role was and parts played, whether they were active, whether it was proactive or not active to something, you know what I mean? Like, what I mean by that is like, did you allow this to happen, or did you like react on something? Did you stand up for somebody? Did you speak up for somebody? Did you speak up for yourself? Were you instigating shit like that? I feel like somebody's finally seeing like their flaws and stuff like that, and now they want to make a change. You know what I'm saying? Like putting the old behind them. Look at that, this devil card that came out. I mean the death card, excuse me. Which confirms that, yeah, like somebody is trying to leave some type of old life behind. Somebody is shedding old skin. Let's see. 738. Angel Message 738. Destiny or fate, you know, success or failure. But also somebody does probably feel like they're being caged. Like the walls are kind of coming in or caving in, as they say. Like somebody is possibly feeling, what is that? Claustrophobic in the space that they're in, which is another reason why they're needing to like kind of like break free of this way of life, this way of thinking, this pessimistic attitude. You know what I'm saying? Definitely like somebody needs to either shit or get off the pot. And honestly, I believe you might want to get off the pot. There's no point in you sitting there letting shit stew up. You feel what I'm saying? Like waiting for this opportunity, waiting for somebody to call you, waiting for somebody to apologize. Like, it's no point of that. Like, you're slowing down your own progress by sitting here waiting. You know what I'm saying? Like, keeping yourself stuck in this loop because you feel that you're owed something. You know what I'm saying? So, just be careful. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't leave yourself stuck because you're anticipating or waiting for someone else. If that makes any sense. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Give me some messages for this foot wrong with energy. What do we need to know? What do we need to see? What do we need to be aware of? Love, career, finances. It's time to level up, ain't it? Okay. Man, how many of y'all still got leftovers? Oh shit. Okay, I gotta. The death card still came out, and the devil card did come out. This is about using your intuition. Somebody's like highly unmotivated out here. We got the Palace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So, yeah, there's like lack of motivation, not trying to do anything, like giving up, basically. In a sense, this is good, like giving up some type of addiction. Like I say, somebody wants to change, give up some type of way of life here. Breaking free of like restrictions, people's beliefs, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody's finally freeing themselves, or they need to free themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, let go of this material lifestyle, you feel what I'm saying? Especially like with the way the stores are looking right now. Like I went into a grocery store and the meat section was damn near empty, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? Like the vegetables, like, are we running into that same issue we ran into when COVID hit? You know what I'm saying? It started making me wonder things of that nature. So it's like, you may want to, you know, not buy a bunch of material things, you know what I'm saying? Especially like I know a lot of people out here doing a Black Friday shopping today, so you may want to, you know, cool it, you feel what I'm saying? Like I know the holidays is coming and shit like that, you feel what I'm saying? This is like losing out, like losing a job, losing money, losing a home, family separating, you know what I'm saying? Like there's something that somebody needs to wait on, or as speaking to the collective in general, there may be a lot of things that we need to hold off on. Sorry. There's a lot of things that we may need to hold off on because change is coming. And it's like we need to be more prepared. So I got Capricorn, Virgo, Scorpio energy here. A bunch of illusions, you feel what I'm saying? So this is the reason why you may need to hold off on spending, because there's a potential loss coming. Things are getting very scarce in the same sense. And what I mean by scarce is just that we're limited to what we have resources to, if I'm making any sense with that, you know what I'm saying? So shed old skin, you know what I'm saying? Like make more wiser decisions. Like, look for the benefit more of yourself. Not, it's more of like you need to weigh out your wants with needs, and your needs kind of need to be a little more than the wants, if that makes sense. So look at it like this: like your needs are down here, you got to take care of this, and you gonna work hard to get to that. You balance some scales out. You feel what I'm saying? Money's slipping through people's hands, so this still lets me know that there's like people like making poor decisions in regards to finances too. Like that's why I'm highly suggesting that, you know, slow up. You know what I'm saying? Like I know, you know, you want to give extravagant gifts to people that you care about and stuff like that, but this may not really be the time, or this may not be the time for somebody. Somebody may be living beyond their means, which we'll probably get into later. This is like jobs shutting down too. I'm hearing like mass layoffs. Like a lot of things are basically changing. Like you're gonna need to play smarter. You feel what I'm saying? You know, the holidays is coming. There's a whole lot of scammers out here, so be careful of Knight of Cups. These motherfuckers are getting very crafty and very articulate with how they're, you know, how they're generating these emails and stuff like that. How they may call you and stuff like that, like, because now they're fully aware. I guess they hear us talk about them, like, you gotta be smarter than that, like, you know, we're not stupid, yada yada. So these people, they done stepped it up, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's more things to entice you, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're using, like, things that catch your eye that they know that you'll feed into. So, like, sex sales, basically. So I know there's a huge flood of like these scammers, like where they'll post a picture of somebody booty. The next thing you know, it's like tap in if you want to make all this money and shit like that. So you need to be careful of that. You know what I'm saying? It's because these people don't got a job or they won't get a job. These people refuse to get a job. So they would rather sit here and scam and pull strings with people just to get over. I'm hearing insurance fraud as well. There's all type of bullshit going on. There's all type of bullshit going on for this fuck wrong with them. Changes are coming slowly but surely, you feel what I'm saying? I kind of feel like someone's not paying attention to the changes that are happening just because like they're focused on other shit. This also could be like somebody like, this is a player as well. I really feel like there could be somebody out here trying to boyfriend pimp somebody, especially like if you have a nice girlfriend that's taking advantage of her, trying to get her to do things that you want to do because you're too lazy to get up and go get it yourself, basically. And these changes are basically coming slowly but surely, like whether she wants it or he wants it, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's time to move the fuck on. Don't worry about closure. Don't try to spin the block for unfinished business or nothing like that. Just keep on going. Like, you've been through enough, you know what I'm saying? So just keep it pushing, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you know, you answer the call. Like, you've been led to go somewhere else. So it's time to answer that call, and like the judgment's there. Like, you need to see like your surroundings, like the shit that you've been involved in, whether you participated or not, like I was mentioning earlier, you feel what I'm saying? Like, somebody needs to take accountability for their actions. You know what I'm saying? Like, also it's like somebody needs to really see the reality of the people around them, whether these people are real, fake, scammers, you feel what I'm saying? Like, trying to victimize you to get their way, people who will steal from you, you know what I'm saying? Like, release these people. It's gonna hurt. You've been aware of this whole time with this Two of Wands. Like, you know that you've been told that you need to take action for the betterment of yourself. And I keep feeling like you just choose like the safest path. Somebody keeps choosing the safety zone. You feel what I'm saying? Like comfort zone type shit. This kind of gives me like crabs in a barrel energy, where it's like, you know, when one wants to go, the other one either latches on and they say like, well, what about the rest of us down here? Yada, yada, yada. Like, you can't just leave us here. And like, I mean, you know, I've seen like how it is like with crabs, 'cause I used to mess with them too, and I would go to little Asian markets. They'll latch on to one, and I'll pull one up and snap one arm off. I'm like, fuck, I feel bad for that. You feel what I'm saying? And so it's like, let me put him on back. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of like that mentality that I had. Like, I felt bad from it for it. So it's like, damn, let me, you know, let me try to fix this. There was nothing I could do to fix that. I already ripped the crab's arm off. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I shouldn't have been messing with it to begin with. So there's like a lesson learned for me. But it took me a few times before I realized, leave them motherfuckers alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are just like lessons that we keep experiencing. Like, we keep giving people chances after chances after chances. You feel what I'm saying? So like with that story, you know, it's like, all right, well, I grabbed one because they was sitting there trying to snap at me and stuff, right? So I was like, ooh, okay, boo, bet. You know, I snapped one. I was like, oh, damn, let me try to get another one. Oh, I done snapped that arm. Next thing you know, I had 4 crab arms snapped off. I feel bad for that. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, but I never learned that lesson. I just sitting here, kept fucking around, kept playing. So in the same sense, like, that's me finally taking accountability for my actions. Like, I shouldn't have been doing this. I shouldn't have been messing with them crabs. They selling them for them to eat. Yeah, they alive and all that other stuff, but yeah, I shouldn't have done it. You know what I'm saying? That's money being played with, basically. I was playing with the store's money. Because, I mean, people like the crab arms and the legs, right? Like, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, let me get back to the action at hand. But yeah, somebody, they're sitting here, they're having a hard time making a decision on whether they should go through the red door or the blue door. You feel what I'm saying? Red pill or blue pill, you know what I'm saying? On the path to righteousness, you know what I'm saying? Or like that road, it begins to get more narrow and narrow and narrow. So it's like you're going to end up separating from a lot of people. You may end up taking some losses, you know what I'm saying? You're going to take a few bumps and scrapes, but it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's time to, like, feel inspired again, get that spark back, because it's not there, you know what I'm saying? Somebody's, like, heavily depressed out here. One on this devil in reverse. Scorpio, Sagittarius energy, Aries, Leo energy with the Capricorn. So it's like, I kind of feel like somebody has basically evolved. You know what I'm saying? Like, the King of Wands is a very smart person. Like, they think things all the way through before making an action, taking any action. You feel what I'm saying? Like, this is also like thinking like, should I get this or should I buy this? You feel what I'm saying? Like, if somebody's sitting in the store like, man, do I really want this? Do I really want this Oculus? You know what I'm saying? Like, should I spend 2 bands on this thing? You feel what I'm saying? To the point where it's like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe overthinking some things, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I do see it's like somebody is finally like coming to terms with like having to let this shit go. It's not uplifting him, it's taken away from him, you know what I'm saying? Like, in the same sense, like sitting here feeding into this addiction where you want your wants over your needs. It's gonna leave you in despair in the same sense. Like I say, like, especially like if we're going back into that phase, like where we're finna hit that little the shit that happened during COVID where we couldn't find toilet paper, food and all that other nature, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is like what this is about. Like, you should really think things through, you feel what I'm saying? Otherwise, it's like you'll be stressed out, uninspired, you feel what I'm saying? You're gonna be overthinking things, you're gonna be super stressed out over the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, you feel what I'm saying? So just be mindful about it. Be mindful about what you're doing. Like, I'm not saying to map everything out before you do it, but at least have like some type of plan before acting upon it. You know what I'm saying? To the point where it may cost you something like a consequence. One on this 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Wow. 10 of Pentacles and the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. This could be somebody losing out on like a home, like I say, losing a job, losing all type of finances. Somebody ended up making a huge mistake because they were not trying to change. They were stuck in their ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like somebody wanted to sit here and spin a block. You know what I'm saying? This is one of them lessons where it's like you should have left well enough alone. Especially like this could be somebody who's gonna act out after finding out they may lose a home, lose a job. This is like somebody wanting to try to have revenge, but it's in the same sense, like with this 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Also, this would be like getting over this. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you may suffer some type of loss, like you may lose everything, a family business or whatever, but you'll get over it. You'll bounce back. In the same sense, I kind of feel like, especially like now, like with the death card, it was saying like to shed old skin and someone's refusing to let go. This could be somebody who's like hanging on to a business or hanging on to a lifestyle or hanging on to a loved one, knowing damn well that this person ain't going to change. Like, it's not going to get better. There's nothing going anywhere. The shit's pretty much dead. Death card, it's time to, go through with these changes. You know what I'm saying? Like, when one door closes, another one opens, if that makes sense. One on this death card, Scorpio energy. Hell no. Okay, we're gonna do that one again. Did y'all see how that shit fell out? Fell out. Alright. Gosh, okay. I didn't even get to even fully shuffle that one. Okay. Death card. Somebody could be sleeping with the enemy here. Or with a enemy here. So we got a Knight of Coins. Method. So ones that, you know, this is someone who's like very methodical. Like they plan strategically, like how they're gonna accomplish something. You feel what I'm saying? In the same sense, like maybe like you shedding skin, like I said, somebody's really stuck in their old ways, but it's like somebody's being patient, studying somebody in the same sense. Like there could be Taurus, Aries, Scorpio, you know, studying a Scorpio. It could be a Scorpio studying these signs. But I'm starting to feel like somebody's plotting on somebody. Somebody sees something. Somebody sees something that somebody has and they're plotting on it. They're just waiting for the opportunity to do it. You know, the Five of Swords, that's usually a friend, a fake-ass friend. This could be gossip, stealing in the same sense. Like, this person is like an instigator, basically. And they've been sitting here planning this shit out. I've been planning this shit out all along, Jake, type shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they're sitting here watching your every move. They listen to everything that you say. They're probably checking on a whole bunch of things that you do. This person may be backdooring, talking to somebody that you talk to in regard to you. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I kind of feel like there's like some type of group effort. That's another reason why I'm saying that somebody may be sleeping with the enemy here. So be careful that, you know, if people are familiar with each other, that, you know, you have mutual friends or whatever that you mess with or whatever. And, there is like some type of setup energy that I'm picking up on. So you need to be careful with that. Someone definitely could be out here sleeping with the enemy out here. I have Scorpio, Libra, Aquarius, Taurus, Aries, and Pisces energy. Yeah, but somebody out here is definitely sleeping with an enemy. You need to be careful. Pay attention more to your surroundings. What is this? Speak once, listen twice. That's what I've been on lately. Like, I'm really learning a lot about a whole lot of people. Like, as I just sit here and really don't say nothing, I just let them talk. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, like I say, no response is still a response. Like, don't keep asking the same questions over again. Like, 9 times out of 10, that person probably heard you. They just don't want to say nothing. You feel what I'm saying? And it's probably for the best. You know what I'm saying? They're not trying to sit here. This is also like good dreams as well. Excuse me. With the Nine of Swords in reverse. And so in the same sense, like, these changes, you know what I'm saying? If you are debating making some changes, which I highly urge, do so. It's time for you to win, basically. It's your turn to win. So you may need to be a fake-ass friend. Maybe it's you who's being deceitful or should be deceitful. Or maybe this is how people see you. People may be accusing somebody of sleeping with their friends, constantly like saying, well, you guys flirt with each other a lot. Y'all might as well sleep with each other type shit. You feel what I'm saying? So just be careful of that. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't trip about it. This Gemini energy, I wouldn't trip about it anyway. You feel what I'm saying? Because people going to do what they do anyway. You can't control them. One on this Four of Pentacles in reverse. This Capricorn, Leo energy. Why is money falling out of this person's hands or the collector's hands? Somebody made some poor choices. Emotions are all over the place. So this could be like an over-emotional baby mama, child support, pregnancy. You know what I'm saying? And somebody could get hit with like a, what is that, the levy? And they hit them on their account like child support is what I'm picking up on. But also it's like this could be an over-emotional baby mama. You know what I'm saying? Like the wheel of misfortune. Like things aren't working out for somebody. So somebody is having to pay the price because someone's emotions are not in check. Like I say, somebody is playing the victim out here. Someone is pointing fingers, but there's a whole lot of shit going on. Like I say, somebody is sleeping with the enemy here, or sleeping with a enemy, or has multiple enemies that they're sleeping with. One on this side, Palace of Pentacles in reverse. You understand? You understand? Like, I kind of feel like we got Cancer, Pisces, Taurus, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy here. This is like critical thinking here. Like, what am I going to do after this place doesn't shut down? I have to move this home. Like, I gotta figure some things out. Like, what the hell am I finna do type thing? You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be defensive here over a job. Like I say, like, there could be security here. Trying to separate some shit, just like delegate, make sure that things are going as planned. Like, there's no violence or no shit like that. But like, the King of Swords is a very logical person. Like, they're thinking things through. I kind of feel like somebody's accepting the fact that they gotta move on. Like, this ain't working out no more. So it's like some type of clarity, some type of truth being brought out, some type of truth being spoken. Basically, it is like, it makes sense. Like, why all this shit happened? Why, you know, why these businesses are closing down? Why people are like not working anymore? Like, I kind of feel like we're about to go into another lockdown, like COVID. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and I don't even think this is even going to be in regards to some type of flu or disease or whatever that's going around. This is for the simple fact, like, ain't nobody doing nothing. So if you ain't helping making nothing, if you ain't helping producing nothing, you in the way basically. So keep your ass at home. So in a sense, I kind of feel like that's kind of like initially what's going to happen, because it's like the state was sitting here funding, you know, giving relief and all this other stuff, right? And people got comfortable with that. So in a sense, like, somebody basically could have had an idea, like they had like an aha moment, like, well, you know what? You know how easy it was to get all these people to go home? We had open roads, less lines, we have restrictions, all this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? It's starting to finally click with somebody. So like I say, we may be preparing to go into another lockdown. You feel what I'm saying? Because people are lazy out here doing sloppy work. It's hard to get people to want to get up and go to work. Like I say, like, retail is offering people $17, $18 an hour just to get people to work. They're offering that for support because nobody wants to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, with the government sitting here taking care of people, quote unquote, you know what I'm saying? Like, buying this free time. Like, really, if you guys really pay attention, like, we fucking ourselves over depending on our government. You know what I'm saying? Like, allowing them to have control over what we can and can't do, what we can and can't watch, you know what I'm saying? What we can and can't get. Because remember, you is only like limited to buy, like, you can only buy like 1 bottle of sanitizer or 2 bottles of sanitizer per household, right? So it's like, if you guys together, you guys literally have to get your own basket, so they won't sit here and be like, well, nah, we need this. You know what I'm saying? When motherfuckers sitting here panic buying all the damn toilet paper and completely forgot soap, which I'm still confused about. That bothers the shit out of me. I was happy because I was like, I can still wash my ass, but I'm glad to see that everyone likes to wipe their ass before washing it. Overwashing it, I should say. But yeah, like, I kind of feel like we may be going into another situation where we're going into a lockdown. It's because a lot of people are lazy and not trying to get out and do any work. And the government's like, okay, well, shit, we got them exactly where we want them. Now we can sit here and put all this other shit into action, and they won't know anything about it, and they're not even going to fight us for it. You know what I'm saying? Capricorn, Leo energy here. One of this Knight of Cups in reverse. We got some regrets. Somebody regrets with this Playboy. That's why I say there is a bunch of regrets. Somebody could have been sleeping around, messing around, and somebody could have caught something. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody finds out that somebody's been sleeping around. They finally decide to free themselves. You know what I'm saying? Free themselves of this burden, this word that they had before. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody's getting rid of a player out here. We got Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy here, along with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Some type of action is what caused this painful, these tears, basically. Somebody could be like, you know, drowning in their emotions, you know what I'm saying? Like, constantly, like, stuck. But I feel like somebody recognizes, like, where this shit is. And that's the reason why they're, like, not putting up with this shit no more. So it's like they recognize, like, all the shit that they allowed to happen, their role in it, And it's like, yeah, it hurts because they invested so much in this person, whether it's time, love, money. And it's like you got hurt by it. And you're no longer going to have to sit here and carry this burden no more. Let this person deal with their own shit. I kind of feel like this person's kind of like stuck in their ways. Like this person they didn't think their roses really smell like boo-boo, if that makes sense. This person thought that they was always going to like have the upper hand, you know what I mean? They was always going to get by, you know what I'm saying? Like making poor choice decisions. I also feel like somebody played with the wrong one. Like they try to manipulate something with a water sign, and it backfired on them. Maybe a air sign could have tried to manipulate a water sign, especially like with this King of Swords, you know what I'm saying? Like being logical, thinking that, you know what I'm saying, you could get to somebody, but in the same sense, it's probably had an adverse effect. Like you may have set something off with this water sign, air sign. You thought that you were going to have your way, and this actually like triggers some type of emotions where this person doesn't want to fuck with you no more, doesn't want to talk to you no more, or it could be vice versa. One on this Six of Swords. Put these back. All right, one on the Six of Swords. Palace of Wands with the Six of Swords. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius with the Aquarius. This is, I kind of feel like somebody just doesn't feel like going anywhere. Like, it's all these illusions that this person may have, like I feel like this is a self-illusion, self-inflicted pain. Like, no one's not trying to, like, I kind of feel like this person don't want to, you know, sleep with this person, or, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody just like kind of like unmotivated, like they're not horny, they're not trying to get up and do anything. This kind of gives me depressed energy, but it's like finding the motivation, basically. It's hard to find the motivation to want to get up and do things, especially like if you're heartbroken. Like some type of action had derailed somebody, basically, and they're being told basically just like to keep on, just keep hanging on. Basically, it's like you had to go through it to get through it type shit, you know what I'm saying? You know, I usually say that with this core. You got to go through it to get through it. Even though you're unmotivated, you know what I'm saying? Your chariot is about to arrive. It's just, you had to release some of these things, like whether it's your demons, the past, like this hurt, things that were holding you back. You needed to let that go in order for you to sit here and embark on a new journey, you feel what I'm saying? Ride the waves of emotions. Cancer sign, you know what I'm saying? As we sail through the ocean, a Cancer baby, I can ride the wave of emotions. You know what I'm saying? It's like just surf, you feel what I'm saying? Like coast. You ain't got to be in a rush. You know what I'm saying? You see how the waters are kind of raging in this picture. You ain't got to be in a rush. You know what I'm saying? Like the good going to flood regardless. You know what I'm saying? Just carry what you can and move on. You know what I'm saying? With them swords, you got to go through it to get through it. But you ain't got to sit here and let it dampen you. You feel what I'm saying? Like dampen your mood, dampen your energy, dim your light. You ain't got to deal with that. You feel what I'm saying? What on this judgment court? Somebody got called out on now they're being defensive. So you might have to stand your ground. In the same sense, if something got exposed, if you was involved in some shit and you get exposed, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, somebody's getting called out. Somebody's got to answer their calling somehow. Somebody's got to fight for what they believe in. I have Leo energy with this one. A Leo male. You could have this in your Mars. One on this Palace of Cups in reverse. Alright, I'm glad I caught some of them. Shit. The Six of Pentacles. Somebody's doing some shady ass shit. Somebody's doing some shady ass shit. I feel like somebody's taking advantage of somebody's vulnerability here. Somebody could be breadcrumbing somebody as well, like feeding them false hope, and somebody still got their eye on the prize. You know what I'm saying? Somebody really wants something more than what they need. This goes back to what I was saying, like somebody needs to balance out them wants and needs, and somebody's wants is kind of like taking precedence over that. You know what I'm saying? You got to rebalance that shit out. You know what I'm saying? You got Taurus, Pisces energy here, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We got all the signs out here, you know what I'm saying? But in the same sense, like, the Taurus and the Capricorn could be losing out right now, you know what I'm saying? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you know what I'm saying? They may have to sit here and stand for something, fight for what they believe in, you know what I'm saying? Like, because they have their goals, you know what I'm saying, that they're really focused on. Also, I'm also picking up that somebody's not appreciating what they have, which is another reason why they're going to sit here and get duped out of some shit. Because somebody's whining about some shit that's going on, like literally not appreciating what they have. Somebody could be sitting here trying to take control over somebody, dominate somebody, and it's because they want more. It's like, I want to have my cake and eat it too, but then I want you to feed me this cake too, and when I gotta use the bathroom, I expect you to wipe my ass type shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, somebody's unappreciative out here. They're just focused on one thing. In the same sense, like, I would say this is a good thing, but it's like, this lets me know that somebody's very selfish here. There's other cups that you could be filling, but you choose not to, if that makes sense. One of this, two of wands. No, I was supposed to put that right. Yeah, I'm just I'm not gonna even do that one because okay. Somebody made some poor decisions. This is not this is somebody getting denied something. Some poor choices lead to consequences. Access denied, apology not accepted. You know what I'm saying? You fucked up some type of opportunity, or you will fuck up some type of opportunity. So please use discernment before making an impulsive decision. Like I say, this still, I kind of feel like somebody's really putting their wants over their needs. And this is what happens. You end up fucking up a whole lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not thinking things through. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's not thinking some things through. Like, constantly sitting here buying shit. I feel like somebody has like a shopping addiction out here, and they need to break that. To be honest, you feel what I'm saying? So please use discernment before you make this decision, especially like with me picking up on like another shutdown, another lockdown, so we're all about to be stuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, curfews are going to be in effect, things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit's going to be a lot more drastic. I really feel like there is someone who's controlling. It's another reason why I feel like this is the government right here. I really feel like we're about to get hit with some shit. You know, I am aware, like, the whole thing in Chicago is starting January, that, you know, saying, like, everything basically is going to be able to come with a bond. You know, murder, arson, robbery, and all that shit. Like, there's a whole lot of things about to get changed. So it's like people may want to start staying home and shit like that. So be smart with your money. I'm telling you, like, something drastic is about to come pretty soon. They're making it seem like everything is okay when it's really not. Or somebody's making it seem like everything's okay when it's really not. Like, either we all are about to be bamboozled, or the ones who ain't finna wake up in time are about to be bamboozled, and they're gonna be outraged. Keep all your moves private. For some odd reason, I'm being told that, like, somebody out here really is sleeping with an enemy. This person plays a role very, very good. This person also knows how to turn on the waterworks. So it's like, you're going to have to really be careful, especially like, you know, if this person's like very overly emotional and like people like feed into it, like, especially if this person's a likable person, or it seems like this person's a likable person, you need to be careful. because this person can get you jammed up, you know what I'm saying, into some fucked up situations. I remember this has happened to me before. You know, all I did was like, I just shared a video and had no idea that these people were married. And next thing you know, like, I'm dragged into that whole ass situation. So in the same sense, like, I felt bad about that. But in the same sense, like, you know, I wasn't trying to sit here and if I knew that these two people was married, if they had told me the truth from the beginning, then I would have put them in a group chat instead of just, you know, separately, you know what I mean? But that's something that I had to learn. Basically, it's like, you know, basically like boundaries of respect, basically, whether you know or not, you know what I'm saying? Like, just more using discernment, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know that this person said that they were married, but it's like, everything that I had spoke about with this person was just purely spiritual stuff. Like, you know, they would tell me things to look into, like about plants, and, you know, we would just talk about spiritual stuff, but I didn't know what else was being fed into that. So you kind of have to really be careful. You never really know anyone's true intentions. So it's like, my thing is like, you know, and I guess for future reference for me is like, if I find out someone's married or whatever and we cool, it's like, well, hey, you know, introduce me to your husband so it's not nothing awkward, you know what I'm saying? It's like, so they know that I'm not trying to get at you or anything like that. So it's like, that's something that I had to learn. But it's like, it makes me operate differently now. So I got angel message number 219, right? Angel message 219, angel message number 12, and angel message number 3. So this is about, like, you know, fortune or misfortune, basically. Make sure that your priorities are straight. Make sure you got all your things in order. Have money set aside for a rainy day. Maybe you should try to make amends with anyone that you may have crossed, or that you may feel that you have crossed, just to clear the air, because there's a whole lot of things that you're not going to get the opportunity to do this anymore. You know what I'm saying? With this Nine of Cups in reverse and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, normally this would be like access granted, you know what I'm saying? Contentment. This is dissatisfaction and loss of an opportunity. Study long, study wrong type shit. And that's like what the whole thing is. So it's like, somebody really needs to evaluate their wants and their needs. And just basically man up or woman up, you feel what I'm saying? Like, step up to the plate. Just be smart about it, you feel what I'm saying? Like, there's a whole lot of things that are coming that we're going to be facing, especially in regards to changes and stuff like that. Be careful who you sleep with. Like I did say, that somebody is sleeping with the enemy or sleeping with multiple enemies and they have no idea. There's a whole lot of smiling faces that really aren't friendly. A lot of people are wearing a mask around people, especially right now. I did mention in my last reading that you need to be careful, watch your surroundings. This is the holidays and people are stealing. Like, you guys see this shit on social media. This is a very sensitive time for people. The holidays usually are. Some people are alone. There's people that off themselves. There are people that just drink themselves to death. Like, it's a very hard time, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, it kind of sucks, because it's like, I really feel like it's too much of an expectation thrown on people to try to live up to, you know? So let's try not to make people feel bad about not being able to do certain things, having capabilities and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? We shouldn't sit here and do that to our peers. We should be trying to uplift them and teach them better, you know what I'm saying? Like, encourage them. And, you know, those who are receiving that encouragement and just don't necessarily like what's being told, take what you want from it and move on. Don't sit here and get all defensive about it like someone's attacking you, you know what I'm saying? Because I get that a lot too, where I'll sit here and I'll try to help somebody, but my advice, it's not obliged, basically. So just keep that in mind, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna go ahead and end this reading for you guys, man. Appreciate y'all coming through. Check out the vibes. Make sure you guys double tap that bell if you guys haven't already. Tap in with me, you know what I'm saying, if you guys trying to get a reading and stuff like that. But other than that, man, love and light to you guys. Peace.